I want to transition into if mouth breathing is actually bad, or is this just a new biohacking trend, like putting down mouth breathing?
Um, all right. Well, here's my hit on mouth breathing. Um, think you have a big your family has a big summer cottage, out in the forest somewhere, and they close the building up for 6 months, and then they come in the spring and they want to start cleaning it up. Or imagine you've abandoned that house for years. And then you go back into it and you find dead pigeons, vandals have been in there, there's graffiti on the walls, furniture is broken, and you got a big cleaning job to do. You don't start by polishing the silverware and dusting the windowsills and cleaning the windows. You shovel out all the heavy crap first, and then you do a quick sweep, and then you start zeroing in on the corners and the cracks. And then in the end, you're doing the fine tune cleaning. Mouth breathing is shoveling out all the heavy crap. Nose breathing is doing that refined cleaning. And so people who go right into nose breathing before they've shoveled out all that heavy crap, they're just like painting the deck on the Titanic. It's not going to make any damn difference. A fresh coat of paint ain't going to keep the ship from sinking. So mouth breathing helps us to really quickly get to the deep stuff that's under everything else. And then nose breathing helps us to start to begin to sort out the finer details of it. Mouth breathing in general wakes up body intelligence. Nose breathing in general wakes up mind intelligence. Breathing into your heart, into your chest, wakes up heart intelligence. So breathing into the belly, diaphragmatic breathing, good. High chest breathing, bad. I don't believe in that crap. Breathing through the nose, good. Breathing through the mouth, bad. Nope, bullshit. Yes, in general, as a general guide, okay, but generalizations kill. And there are times when nothing except mouth breathing will help. And there are times when nose breathing is absolutely required. And so you got to get comfortable with both. You got to recognize the benefit of both, and don't buy into the cliches and the typical hype.
So I'm taping my mouth at night.
Good idea. Brilliant.
What do you think
Thumbs
about
up.
that?
You're a genius.
What do you think about that?
Oh, if nose breathing is not your natural unconscious habit, you need to do everything necessary, all means to make that an unconscious habit, because that's huge. That's huge. I need to consciously remember to breathe through my nose, especially when I'm speaking a lot, because you end up just breathing through your mouth without realizing it. So I have to stop regularly, take a breath through my nose, and then continue. Otherwise, I'm going to get further and further disconnected from what I need to be connected to. So, and mouth breathing shouldn't be your habit. It's a technique that you use in specific times and moments to achieve certain specific results. And there are times when breathing through your nose, you can't laugh through your nose. You can't cry through your nose. Good luck. And so you better be able to breathe through your mouth, and you better not be fixed. Oh, I only breathe through my nose. Oh, yeah? Come here. Spend 5 minutes with me and let's see if you can only breathe through your nose. Let's find out together.
Yeah.
But the habit of mouth breathing, oh man, yeah. And especially when you sleep, it eliminates snoring. It's really, and we were born breathing through our nose, and the baby wasn't confused. Mouth, food, nose, breath. And it's really cool if you ever pinch the nose of a newborn baby and watch what happens. They don't know how to breathe through their mouth. The
Mm.
only time they breathe through their mouth is when their system forces them to, like when they're under stress, then they breathe through their mouth. Otherwise, they're breathing through their nose. They're born hardwired. But then we lose that. We get away from our nature. Emotional shocks, modeling other people, bad habits, behaviors. Breathing is a behavior. Respiration is reflexive. And so
Mhm.
my breathing behaviors can actually disturb my physiology, my respiration. And so some people, well, if they do powerful breathing, for example, and they don't relax, or they relax and they don't breathe. You want to know the secret? Combining powerful breathing with complete relaxation. And what you described in your sessions is what I would call an imbalance between prana and apana. Prana, the inflowing energy, apana, outflowing. You're pulling in more than you're letting go, and your system, and it piles up in your system, and you get this tetany, and you get the apana is piling. That's a kind of a yogic view.
Yeah.
It's also the symptoms of hyperventilation, which there's nothing wrong with the symptoms of hyperventilation. I miss them. They're actually very cool. We can really enjoy them. They're unusual. We don't want to be afraid of them. We need to have deep in our psyche a philosophy and understanding that all of my feelings are safe. It's safe to feel all my feelings. There's no good feelings and bad feelings. There are just feelings. My feelings cannot hurt me. If you don't already have that deep as a standing belief, as soon as weird feelings start to come in, you're going to automatically resist them. You're going to automatically fight them. And then that produces an experience that's unnatural. And so it's you're just talking about a little lack of skill. To me, it sounds like the releasing of the exhale and catching when that energy first starts to come up and learning how to adjust the breathing, not to take in less energy, but to allow a more complete releasing of the energy. So some people say, if you hyperventilate, okay, stop breathing. No, you don't have to stop breathing. Relax more.